couple of years ago, I returned from a road trip with a couple of giant plastic totes full of childhood memories. It's time to move them to the basement, but before I do, I wanted to share them with you. So here's the second bag of Star Wars and possibly some Star Trek stuff I can see in there. Micro Machines miniature collection. Well, let's start from the top. In a later series, they put out the entire friggin' Cloud City. The whole thing sits on this little spindly thing to go on that post, and yeah, that's the whole place. Up on the top here, this is like a bunch of domed buildings, and then you got the gas collection stuff on the middle, and yeah, what an odd thing. The entire Cloud City. Cool. And here we have the second Death Star, the one that wasn't completely constructed, but was fully operational. Here you have the little array thing that destroys planets. You got a trench going around the perimeter, and you have some of the missing pieces to show that this was the incompletely constructed one. Doesn't look exactly like I remember in the movie, but still kind of a cool piece. And it's like about the size of a golf ball. Here we have a very goofy looking AT-ST. This must be the one that the Ewoks destroyed by rolling logs under its feet. But yeah, it does have articulation. The legs can kind of kick around, and that's about it. A lot of neat detail, though. You can see there's the hatch on the top, and the holes for the people to look through, and the guns on the front and sides. And I have a couple of AT-ATs, which also have a lot of that cool detail. You got the neat looking legs with the round knees. The front articulates like so. It just kind of goes around and around and twists a little bit. And you can see all the little panels and cool things about the AT-AT that makes it what it is. And I even have two of them. Got a couple of snow speeders. These are neat because they're like a swooping kind of shape. Now, if you recall, there were actually two people that fit into these. One faced forward, one faced to the rear. And, yeah, so a couple of snow speeders to go with my AT-ATs. So I can reenact the iconic scene in the movie. I have another one of these speeder bikes. I'm not sure why. The Action Fleet sets came with two, and I have a third one. And I have two of these Carillion ships. This was the first one that you saw in the movie, running away from the Star Destroyers. That's a lot of engines. 11 of them. Here we have a TIE fighter in distress. We already saw this one from the last video, so I'll just leave it at that. And a couple more X-Wings. Why do I have so many X-Wings? Well, it's a combination of things. X-Wing is obviously a very well-known and popular ship, so it went into more than one set. Like I said before, I think they usually came in sets of 3, and so sometimes you're just gonna get a double. In addition, they also came in play sets, one of which I'll show you soon, and so I just ended up with a lot of these, you know. Got another Millennium Falcon. I already talked about this one too. You know what? Do I have my other one? Yeah. I forgot to show the satellite dish. That piece just kind of sticks off the top there. So, yep, now I have two of them. Or I always did. Slightly different colors too. Interesting. Down here we have the massive Mon Calamari flagship, which made its appearance in Return of the Jedi. One of these was destroyed by this very Death Star, which caused Admiral Akbar to react in great distress. This thing is so massive that there's kind of not much detail to it. It's kind of almost organic looking, which I guess makes sense. And here I've got a couple of Star Destroyers. Also different colors for some reason. Like one of them looks a little more blue, One of them looks more gray. Maybe this is from episode 4, and this one could be from episode 5. I don't know. But some of the details that I like about this one are the engines in the back look really cool, and you got the shield generators up at the top, those dome-looking things, with the bridge in between. And underneath, you even have that little bay that they use to capture one of these. So obviously this is not to scale, or this would be really tiny, or this would be really huge. Which I wouldn't mind. That would be cool. And randomly, I got a couple of Star Trek pieces in here. This is a Cardassian ship, which you see mostly in the Deep Space Nine series, because, well, the Cardassians are kind of the bad guys, but also some of the good guys. It's a really complicated show that I actually really like. It might be one of my favorite of the series. But I always thought when I was a kid that this ship flew in that direction, because, you know, kind of like in Stargate Universe, that just is the way it looks like it should. But no, it actually flies in this direction, which makes sense now because it looks like the bridge is in that position. So anyway, I could be wrong, but I remember like watching it on TV. I had this like before I saw the show, and I saw the ship going like, and I was like, wait, it goes that way. And then we have, I'm pretty sure this is also from DS9. It's one of the shuttles, one of the they have a name for it, Runabout, right? I'm looking for some kind of marking or something. But anyway, this is one of the, I think it's Bajoran design. Well, it's got a Starfleet logo on it. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe a Trekker can correct me. Is this a Starfleet design or Bajoran design? I remember these being on. Oh, there's an NCC number on it. NCC 72452. Okay. Well, it looks like I need to watch more Star Trek. And then I have a whole bunch of little figurines down here. Some of these look like they came from the Action Fleet collection. Like here's a couple of Lando Calrissian with articulated legs and arms. Here's a couple of Rebel fighters, also articulated. And here we have a snow trooper. So this guy probably came out of one of the Action Fleet snow speeders that I no longer have. And here we have a little Yoda. Not really articulated, but yeah, I have one. And then for some reason, I have a whole bunch of Jawas. And I have no idea why I have so many. But I do, and I think this one is Wicket. Maybe. And we have the ghost version of Alec Guinness, which actually goes in one of the play sets that I will make a video about post-haste. Anyway, that was bag number 2 of my Star Wars, mostly Micro Machines collection. Join me in the next video, where I will show you all about this.